You passed the test. Join us,
Well, aren't you the impudent one?
says the demon who torched Televis.
You knew about that?
I hope you realize we're doing you a favor. If you'd stayed on that course, you would have smashed right up against the gate of Vortigern.
You guys are headed for Midgand, aren't you? That means you're gonna have to go through the Narrows up ahead. But the kingdom has a massive fortress there built to defend them, with a tremendous gate.
A fortress.
If this is true, we're in your debt.
We desire to pass through as well, but we lack the strength. I propose we form a partnership.
I'd be a fool to blindly trust the words of a pirate.
Do you really want to see the gate for yourself? We won't stop you. We'll even throw you a nice funeral if you like.
So what? We're allowed to refuse?
Your business is your business, and ours is ours. There's nothing more to say.
But First Mate, you can't go alone. We'll all come with you.
You'd only get in the way. Stick to the plan and focus on your duties aboard the Von Eltia.
Man, pirates, am I right? Form 2, imbue art. Oh, cool, he learned that art that he was trying to learn. Maybe you just get it at a certain level? I don't know. Daredevil's Ventite allows wandering enemies to join battle on normal difficulty or higher. That's like, not good, I think, but whatever. And I got a Pirate's Eye Patch, awesome. Malak arts offer powerful, wide area attacks and healing skills but require time to cast. Their damage is affected by the user's art attack and the target's art defense. Holding the button assigned to a Malak art will alter the timing at which it is unleashed. Malak arts can be chained into combos. Higher combo counts reduce the casting time, so it can be effective to lead into them with martial and hidden arts. You can cancel a Malak art by tapping L1 twice. The stronger the foe, the lower the chances of inflicting added effects, but there are ways to improve these chances. For example, exploit the weaknesses, inflict status ailments on stunned enemies, stun enemies afflicted by status ailments, lower enemies' abilities and try to inflict the corresponding status ailment, and then use break souls and other methods of guard breaking. Oh my goodness, so many things. If you possess the Daredevil's Ventite and earn high grade in consecutive battles in the same location on normal and higher difficulties, a rare, highly dangerous enemy may enter the fray. They are called dire foes because other foes are invincible in their presence. They are a challenge to defeat, but they can be fled from. Achieve victory against these fearsome opponents and you will earn valuable items, piles of gold, and tons of grade. Dire foes appear more often if the battle difficulty is higher. Hard has 5 times the chance of normal. Holy cow. I'm on moderate, right? I think so. So I don't know. Moderate, I think, is in between normal and hard. Maybe. I think that's how it works. More grade has been earned based on the average across recent battles. More battles have been fought in the area. Searching in areas you have outgrown may be helpful as well. We may look into that later. Look, we have more people to talk to. Joy. Also, we consumed a compass. All right, well, I guess we're going to talk to what's-his-face first.
And what are you folks planning anyway?
Like I said, we're getting through that gate. If you're not helping us, then the conversation's over.
Is it possible to get through?
If the First Mate says he'll do it, he'll do it.
You sure put a lot of faith in him. He's a Malak, isn't he?
That doesn't matter. He's got the captain's blessing, and that's enough for us.
Couldn't you ignore the Narrows and just sail around?
Not now. We lost both our compass and several of our crew in an earlier attack.
Compass?
Huh.
But in the end, we're pirates. If someone blocks our way, we can't just fall back.
And that's what makes a pirate, huh?
Well, all right, then. And apparently Magilu has something to tell us. What's happening?
Tragically, your favorite witch is neither a sailor nor a warrior. All she can really do is look on.
No argument there.
Is the Gate of Vortigern really something that impressive, Dial?
They've got a fortress and a patrolling fleet, but the gates is the real show. Even a battleship couldn't blast its way through that thing.
Is there no sea route that avoids the Narrows?
There is, so to speak, but it's a long way out into the open sea. We just end up shipwrecked.
The pirates share our goal. I don't think we have any choice but to band together.
True enough. If forward lies destruction and backward lies doom, sideways is your only option!
And yet you don't feel like helping out.
I sure don't.
That Malak isn't all he seems. Who knows what's up his sleeves?
The kid's a Malak too. Hey boy, you sense anything?
We both have ulterior motives. In any case, let's go after him.
Can always count on number 2 to tell us what we need to know. What's happening, Dial?
I know you probably won't listen to me, but you shouldn't get involved with Ifrit's pirates. Ifrit is the fiercest, most villainous pirate in all the seas. Every sailor trembles at his name.
For a demon, you're pretty wimpy.
Demon or not, scary is scary.
So this Ifrit is that tough?
You bet. Rumor has it he's an unrepentant troublemaker and is as strong as an ogre. His gang are all fearless, wild rogues. They've turned the tables on the Royal Navy time and time again. And best of all is their ship, the Von Eltia. She's a legend that's traveled to distant lands across the sea.
Nice. Sounds like I'd get along with them just fine.
You seem to know an awful lot about them yourself.
Well, it's just that every sailor dreams of being as wild and free as Ifrit and his pirate crew.
I guess.
Hey, I can dream, can't I? Demon or human or even lizard, we all got our fantasies.
Fair enough. I'll give you that. Ifrit is a name that has come up in the Tales of series more than once, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure there is an area called Ifrit's Hunting Ground or something similar to that in Tales of Zestiria. And I think that there were things called Ifrit's treasure chests that were in... It was either the first Tales of Zestiria or Tales of Zestiria 2, where you would find these... they were called Ifrit's treasure chests, and they were like little diamond shapes that you could find, and they would have cool items in them. But anyways... Earth Ring, nice. I think that we had some people with some equipment that maxed out their master skill, which means it's worth looking to see to change them. It would actually be good to switch the battle boots with someone's amber boots if they've already mastered their amber boots. Have you? You have not? And neither of you, so I gotta wait on that. But you mastered all 3 of these, apparently. Very well done. I can't really have you take the kid's clothes, though. I can give you one of these. 30% art attack when HP is 8? When HP is specifically 8, is it going to, like, scroll over any? There we go, 8% or lower. That is, like, a really, really low amount of HP. But this gives, like, a lot more defense in both of them instead of magical arts. You don't use magical arts, do you? You just use martial arts. Well, maybe you have some magic arts. Amber Talisman would also be really good. Earth attack power plus 4%. That's not super useful. Yeah, let's just go to Twin Charm and have you master that for now. I don't think it's going to be very often where you're 8% or lower on HP, but you never know. And then we do have the Shadow Daggers, which I believe I was waiting to equip to you until you finish mastering that, so there you go. Not done with that yet. You probably... Yep, haven't mastered anything. Thought so. Velvet needs different shoes, but I need to wait for him to master his amber boots to switch their shoes around is what I'm going to do. And then Velvet's getting close to maxing out all of our other stuff. It's just going to be a minute. All right, cool. We got to keep track on that because we want to stack up as many master skills as we possibly can. We saved just a little bit ago, I think, so we should be okay for now. Time to go meet up with the pirates Malak. But first we will check out this pathway and see if there's anything fancy. Is that a scorpion? Ew. Who has time to... Oh my goodness, there are so many bugs. Creepy crawlies. No one's got time to mess with stuff like that. Is it just a bunch of cat souls back here? I thought we'd get a chest or like some kind of what on earth is that thing supposed to be? That is horrifying. Some kind of... What are they called? Herb. That's it. The word is herb. There you go, Chaos. Or I think if you're British, you say herb. You actually pronounce the H. I think it's the UK that does that. Anyways, let's fight the Scorpion and see how we're doing in terms of strength compared to everything else. Consumption. Oh my goodness. That was amazing. I like that a lot. Except, you know, I'm down to 1 soul right now, which is really less than ideal. Hey, 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 give me your soul. I called dibs. There we go. Now we're talking.
We're finished here. Let's go.
Each character has 2 of 3 types of abilities: martial arts, hidden arts, and Malak arts. Martial arts are effective against enemies with lower defense, and Malak arts are better against enemies with lower art defense, while hidden arts are somewhere in between. Changing your battle party based on your enemy's defenses will help in assuming victory. Or assuring victory. Assuming victory, that doesn't make any sense, Chaos. I promise I know how to read. It's just sometimes I don't really feel like doing it correctly. You know how it is. What do we have up here with the star? Almost at 100 souls. I need to find another one of those cat boxes.
So, you've chosen to trust a pirate?
Not for a second. But if you're prepared to lend us the use of your ship and crew until we reach the capital, we'll help you.
I'll agree to those terms. But there's something I should tell you first. I bring ill fortune to all those around me. The Reaper's curse. I could flip this coin 1,000 times and still land on tails. Trying to get through the fort cost the lives of 5 good sailors. If you join up with me, I can't guarantee your safety.
Why would you go out of your way to warn us?
Even demons don't want to meet an unfair death, right? If you still want to come with me, just know the risks.
Works for me. I land on tails, I'll flip it to heads on my own.
Your name?
Velvet. This is number 2.
Hmm.
I'm Rokuro. A pleasure.
Eizen.
I knew it.
You've got a plan of attack, I'm sure. Let's hear it.
To put it bluntly, Vortigern is impregnable. It won't fall to an attack whether by sea or by land.
So, no plan?
Wait, what about both at once?
Exactly. First, we send in the Von Eltia to draw their fleet out of the Narrows. Then we slip inside and open the sea gate ourselves. The Von Eltia will then break away and rush back into the channel. We'll climb aboard and push through.
One slip and we're all as good as dead.
Then don't slip and we're not dead.
Walking with the Reaper, huh?
The plan is already in motion. Let's move. This cave leads to the fortress.
So when I said I knew it, it's because I recognized who this was. This is Eizen from Tales of Zestiria, and you may be thinking, I thought that this didn't have anything to do with Tales of Zestiria other than being a distant prequel. It shouldn't have the characters from that game. Well, he is the brother of one of the... Where am I going? I was trying to avoid the stupid spider. He's the brother of one of the main characters that you may or may not know if you played Zestiria yourself or if you watched my playthrough or anything similar. And that was... yes, we have him in the party and everything. And that was Edna, the Earth Seraphim that helped Saray. So, when we met Edna in Tales of Zestiria, she was on a mountain where she was keeping her brother trapped and watching over him because he had transformed into a dragon, which is like the ultimate form of malevolence for a Seraphim, aka a Malakim, that cannot be recovered from. So, unfortunate for Eizen, because I definitely killed him in Zestiria. That's many, many years from now for Eizen, but, he is doomed to die at Saray's sword. But hey, you know, that doesn't mean he can't enjoy life while he's still alive, helping us. So that means that he is an Earth Seraphim, just like Edna was. Her name was Edna, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure her name was Edna. It's been a little while since I played Zestiria, and it was probably potentially my least favorite Tales game? Maybe? Can I do anything about this?
Look at all these vines. They're too tangled to cut through.
I'm carrying some flint. Just burn through it.
Do you really think this is a good place for us to start a fire?
Normally, no. But we're also demons and Malakim. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not exactly normal ourselves.
Burning vines, you can use kindling to burn vines and other obstructions and open a way forward. You can also burn vines on rocks to examine them. I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of, like, grass and stuff, but there's also a lot of stone. I feel like fire wouldn't spread too easily here, and not for very long. But, you know, what do I know? I'm not a botanist. Would a botanist know that? Botanist would probably know that. Hello, chest. I've come for you after I pick up these stupid kitty souls. Hopefully I'll get to use these souls eventually. Amber paper, all right. I'm not even gonna bother looking about equipping that because I want him to master the skill on his current set of paper first. I'm telling you, man, it may not be the best strategy, but I'm gonna my main focus is gonna be mastering things. There we go, easy peasy. And look, it immediately did not spread at all, no worries. All's well that ends well. But all right, we've got, I don't know how many main characters there are going to be in this game. I'm pretty sure the minimum for Tales games is 6. I don't think I've ever played a Tales game with less than 6 playable characters. We're going to go this way first. If I can, actually. I might not be able to. Yeah, I thought that there might be a gorge here, but there is not. It's just a ramp down. What was I saying? Oh, this, starts to loop around. But anyways, I also got to make sure I keep an eye out for skits. I don't think I've missed any so far. I've been looking down every now and then. But I have to constantly remind myself. Let's get into a fight with Eizen. Let's do this. Consumption. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Everything just gets tons of damage. Unfortunately, I didn't kill anything, so I'm low on souls. Give me a soul. Thank you. Now you give me your soul next. Actually, just let me consume you. There we go. You're still alive? Get out of here. Your souls belong to me, and me alone. What is this blue stuff at the bottom of the screen? What was that?
That wasn't worth the effort.
That's like the same thing Velvet always says. But alright. Yeah, I'm excited to have Eizen here. I think the minimum amount of playable characters is normally 6. Tales of the Abyss only had 6 playable characters. Then you had a 7th main character in Ion who was in the party a lot and played a really big role, but he couldn't fight. Not sure how it's going to be for this game. Zestiria had 6 playable characters, technically 7, but only 6 at one time.
The kid's awfully quiet. You think maybe there's something wrong with him?
Number 2's always that way.
Stop that. Calling him by a number is cruel.
What's Rokuro mean?
Well, son number 6, technically.
Same thing then.
Not even remotely. You all right, kid?
Why didn't you say something? If Eizen hadn't noticed in time, you'd be dead.
Because you ordered me to keep my mouth shut.
That's not what I meant! Why? Why would you do that?
Whoa, take it easy, Velvet.
Let me guess, kid. You were bound by an exorcist? I thought as much. The boy's will has been sealed away. Malakim have individual personalities, just like humans. But exorcists have developed methods to seal those personalities away, so they can use Malakim as uncomplaining tools.
Will he always be like this?
Can't say. I've never seen one escape the exorcist before.
Yeah, but exorcists have only been a big deal for 3 years, right? I mean, exorcists...
Listen, kid, if you're ever in trouble, speak up, okay?
If I'm in trouble?
All right, I'm about to do this skit. I do see it, don't worry. But, Exorcist exists before the, before Artorias did the whole, ritual thing and sacrificed Laphicet. But before then, there were a lot less of them, I thought, at least. So there probably hasn't been, in only 3 years, I mean, that seems like a pretty long time, but in the grand scheme of things, probably hasn't been, especially in a Malakim's lifespan, probably hasn't been enough time for many Malakim to attempt to escape exorcists. So it'll probably end up happening in this game at some point. But let's do the skit.
You said exorcists bind Malakim's free will.
Yeah. We've lived in this land a long time, and we're our own folk, just like humans. Only a small portion of humans, those with strong resonance, like the exorcists, were able to perceive our existence.
But the Advent changed that.
Now Malakim can be seen by ordinary people. We're being robbed of our free will and made into obedient tools. Humans praise Artorias for providing a miraculous new weapon against demons, but Malakim aren't mere objects.
Malakim aren't things?
They are. As far as Artorias is concerned, Malakim, demons, and humans are all nothing more than tools. Everything in service to his utopia of reason. That's all anyone is to him. Even my brother.
And that's why we're gonna murder him in cold blood. But anyways... I was gonna say something, but I can't remember what it is now. Oh well, it'll come back to me eventually. Hey, apparently we couldn't even go this way before. I think I need to go the opposite direction first and see if there is an item over there or something. Because, you know, an exclamation point normally means that's the way you need to go, and you know what I always say. Go the wrong way first, you'll be rewarded for it. That's not exactly what I always say, but I'm sure you guys know that I go the wrong way a lot. Rather intentional or not.